Happy New Year, everyone. New year, new me, and all that stuff. And we're definitely in need of some new stock. The reason we need quite a lot of new stock is because, by golly, have we sold a lot in the past few weeks. So let me quickly run through all of those solds with you now. We sold the Microsoft Sidewinder keyboard for £28. Sold the Rohan Winter Fusion trousers for £22. Sold the Woolovers cardigan vest for £13. Sold a pair of the Magnum military trainers for £19.95. Sold all 5 of the Pyrex mugs for a total of £22.55. Sold the Logitech speaker for £24.95. Sold the Oakley trucker hat for £9.95. Sold the Block ski goggles for £16.50. Got an offer for £34 on the Canon lens, and we took it. Sold the IKEA Ola Wilborg lamp from last episode for £42. Sold the high-risk ski jacket we got from Vinted for £21.96. Sold the Joma Hispalis military trainers for £15.80. Sold the Samsonite briefcase for £21.95. Sold the Rangers Europa League final bucket hat from last episode on eBay for £8.46. Sold the Wilson squash racket from last episode, once again, for £14.95. We've actually sold quite a bit from last episode. Finally, sold the Ralph Lauren quilted jacket for £39.95. Bought that for £15 quite a while ago, and I'm happy we've managed to sell it. Another sold from last episode's pickups was the Babyliss big hair brush styler thing for £21.21. Sold the Timberland Gore-Tex boots we got from Vinted for £22. Finally sold that Michael Kennedy pot thing for £11.01. Got £30.76 for the Margaret Howell shirt that we bought for £1. Magic. Got £9.95 for the Harrods Taylor's Port box. Sold the Yonex badminton racket for £19.95. Got £7 for the Toshiba remote. I think that was for like a projector or something. But yeah, happy with £7. Sold the TomTom satnav for £19.95. Got a sale for the Altberg boots for £35.16. Got £21.96 for the OEX ballistic duffel bag thing. Got that for a £5 at a car boot. Sold the Gamebird shooting stick for £24.95. Sold the Timberland waterproof boots from last episode that we bought for £6 for £39.95. Smashing stuff. And finally on eBay, we sold the Airwalk snowboard boots for £13. Probably gonna break even on that. We bought those ages ago for a £5. Onto the vintage solds now. We sold the Mercedes AMG long sleeve t-shirt, brand new with tags, for £20. Got £4 for the North Face white t-shirt. Got £35 for the Shuffle ski jacket that we bought for £20. So £15 profit. It's alright. It's not quite a double up, but we'll take it. Sold the cashmere jumper, the shrunk one, for £12. Sold the sea salt Cornwall jeans for a £5. Bought those for 99p. Got £8 for the samurai joggers. Got £15 for the passenger shirt. Took a 50p loss on the Moncrief zip jumper. Oh well. Got 20 quid for the Clady knit woolen jumper. Bought that for £8, I think. So yeah, not too bad. Sold the Austin Reed trousers for £8. Got £3 for the Seaskins wetsuit boots. Took a tiny profit on the Specialized cycling shoes. We got £8 for them. Sold the Fat Face Airly pullover for a tenner that we bought for a £5. Lovely double up there. Got £15 for the Mickey Mouse cap, the Euro Disney one that we bought for £2.50. Took a really small profit on the Champion quarter zip pullover. Got £8 for that, paid £7.25. Got £5 for the Alpaca Camargo scarf that we bought for £2. Sold the Land's End bomber jacket for £12. Got £3 for the Fugler. Sold the Folk overshirt that we got from TK Maxx for £40. Only bought that for £19. And last but not least, we sold the Kathmandu walking trousers for £8. Now we're all caught up with the solds. Let's go buy some stuff. Last episode, weren't able to visit the Seacroft Revive, so I had a little bit of FOMO. I was like, what did I miss in there? I decided to find out. So here's all the footage from that. Enjoy.
Welcome back everyone. Feels like ages since I've done a GoPro video. Gotta get the basket. Chose the bottom one for maximum capacity, of course. I did see one guy with a trolley though. I've gotta get in on that action. Straight away I saw this Zara parka, but there were mysterious white stains all over it. First pickup of the day was this 100% linen Massimo Dutti shirt for £1. Got this 100% wool blazer for £2.50. There's no branding on it or anything, so it won't get as much back for that reason, but should still make a healthy profit on this. Pick this regatta fleece up for £1, but there is a hole on the sleeve, so probably a quick and cheap Vinted listing. No bloody way, a pure cashmere jumper for £1. You love to see it. Already sold this one for £20. Gorgeous. Bought this random jumper for myself. Lovely purchase. Grabbed this pair of jeans by Ciro Citerio, as they look good and were made in Italy, but not as good as first thought, unfortunately. A Paul Smith hoodie for £1, don't mind if I do. Got this set of protective taekwondo gear for £3. Already sold the head guard for £19.95. Lovely stuff. Last purchase in here was this Basler wool and Angora blend jumper for £1. Had to check out the Sue Ryder charity shop also, you know, while I was in the area. First purchase in here was this Tisserand Aromatherapy Sleep Better candle for £2.50. Should get at least £20 back on this. Quickly grabbed this DeLonghi coffee grinder. that was £12, because I know how much my coffee grinder cost, Jesus Christ, but upon further research, it must be pretty low end, as they only resell for about 20 quid, so I put it back. Bought this pair of Pantofola Doro shoes for £4.50. Full leather shoes these, should get £25 back on them. I took a chance on this Nike Golf Tour Championship windbreaker for £5.50. And the last purchase of the day was this pair of Levi's 514 jeans for £3.95. But
It's not over yet. Let me show you what else I've got. Trudging through the snow. Welcome to the bonus round in the shed. Sorry if it sounds horrendous, the dryer's on. This is where the dryer lives. And there's oh, I think it's just gone off actually. So that's good. No, it's just restarted, hasn't it? Anyway, I'll show you what else I've bought. So first up, I bought a few things from Vinted, which I've had a look at the statistics for all of what I have and what I've sold, and the stuff I buy on Vinted performs so poorly compared to all the other forms of purchasing, I guess. So I split it up into car boots, charity shops, recycling shops, and Vinted. I think recycling shops was the best performer. I've spent the most at the charity shops and it's performed okay. You pay up a little bit more, I guess, but it's still pretty healthy. Car boots, so really close in comparison to the recycling shops, but I've spent a lot more at the car boots, but they are performing pretty much the same, and Vinted is really poor. I'm in profit for everything, but there's a lot of stock just sitting there that's not selling, so I might just stop doing that for a bit. I might go back to it, I might hone in on the things that are doing well and go for those, but at the minute, what's the point? If it's not performing well, I'm not going to keep doing it. I'll be an idiot to do that. Anyway, I'll go through what I've bought most recently from Vinted. So first up, we got this pair of Asics netball shoes, I believe they are. They're in really nice condition, a really nice pair of shoes, but I don't know if you can see it, there's just a slight tear in the mesh there, which just makes it a lot less desirable, doesn't it? So yeah, bought those for £8.44, so eventually should get a bit of profit from those. Next up, we got these Scarpa Mojito walking shoes, rear bram sole. They aren't Gore-Tex, so that probably decreases the value a little bit, but they still get good money. I paid £8.44 for those. Hopefully should see about 40 from them, 30 to 40 eventually. These were probably a bit of a shit purchase from me. All the mesh is absolutely fine. It is just these bits of the shoes that have just worn away. They are Brooks Adrenaline GTS 18s in pretty good condition apart from that bit of rub in there. I got those for £6.14, and I think that's why I bought them, because they were just so cheap. So that was my thinking. Again, it's just those little bits of
poor condition that will leave these products just sitting there in my store, and no one's going to want them. They'll buy the next one, which is better condition, for a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's why I'm struggling a little bit with the Vinted purchased items. Bought these Scarpa climbing shoes for £10.34. There's nothing wrong with them, and I thought £10.34 was a pretty good price. So hopefully we'll find a buyer on those. And the last of the boots, we got these Levi's leather and suede boots for £6.14. Surely I can get at least 30 for those. Surely. Got this Fjallraven bag for £8.34. It's quite scuffed on the bottom here. And last but not least, on the Vinted purchases, I got this bag from Mark Chantal for £7.72. Hopefully we can get 20 to 30 on that. I did the obligatory trip to the local charity shops. First pickup was this Gulf Racing. It's a vintage Gulf Racing polo shirt, and we bought that for £4.50. I'm honestly hoping to get about 30 quid for it. It's got quite a few watches, but just no bites yet. They're probably waiting for me to reduce the price, which I eventually will. Get it out the door. Talking about getting it out the door, I bought 3 other things from the local charity shop, and they've all sold. So we bought this Peru football top for £2, and it sold on Vinted for £6. Also bought this Calvin Klein puffer jacket for a tenner, sold it for £39.95. Smashing. And the third one was this Samsonite pilot bag. We bought that for a £5 and sold it for £24.95. Pretty good result from the local charity shops. I'm actually going to do a bit more of a deep dive into where the best shops are and just like focus in on those. I really want to, you know, with it being a new year, I want to focus in on it and make as much profit as possible. I feel like I've learned quite a bit now. I want to stop making these silly mistakes, really. And finally, we were in Wetherby for a job and bought a few bits from there. First up was this quilted tartan jacket by a brand called Rambler. It's not really a recognised brand, but I think it'll probably get sold on the style of it. Bought that for £3. Hopefully we can get like £15 on eBay, tenner on Vinted. I'll be happy with that. We also bought another pair of Rohan walking trousers for a £5, but I wore them yesterday on a walk. You know, you might as well try out the stock. It comes in quite handy sometimes, but yeah, they're in the wash, so I'll just put a screenshot up there and just show you what they are. But yeah, bought them for a £5. Hopefully get 20 quid back for them. Also got this pair of Sunderland of Scotland Gore-Tex sort of waterproof trousers. They were also a £5. The disappointing thing is it's just got a tear near the pocket there, so I won't get as much as I was expecting back from them. Hopefully we can still make a small profit from the £5 paid. We bought another pair of Levi's boots. This is a full suede pair, great condition. We bought those for £5.95. Bargain, if you ask me. Quite like them myself, but they actually don't fit me, so it's a shame. But surely we'll see 25 to 30 back on those. And last but not least, we got this Paul and Shark yachting quarter zip pullover for £5.95 again. Should see 30 quid back on that. Absolutely smashing. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got plenty of stuff to sell and quite a lot of stuff that has already sold. It feels like I'm really pressing on with this challenge now. I'm going to focus in on hitting that target, hopefully by the middle of this year. If I'm going to do it for my birthday in April, that'll be smashing, but we'll see. I hope everyone had a really good Christmas and a great New Year. Shut up, you dryer. Why do you have to start when I talk? Very rude. Very rude of it. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. Really appreciate all the support. We are closing in on that 1,000 subscribers at the moment, which is going to blow my mind when we hit it.
We might have already hit it, I don't know. At this current moment in time, we're on about 960. So we are not far off at all. Anyway, I'll leave it there and I will catch you in the next one.